Miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with their opponents. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. It's caught, Stills, right side. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd and 2, Rosen. This taken in by Jakeem Grant.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Kill.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Balazs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 35-yard line.
Keep it up. Pick the edge. Go. 6-6. Pull it high. 10. Hey, alert. Hey, Charlie.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Watch the twins. Shoot. He's checking.
They run it with Balazs. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Middle. Watch safety Griffin. Safety Travis.
They'll run here with Balazs. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen.
The first carry for the former Hawkeye, Akram Wadley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Check. Watch 54. I got him. Slam. 80. Slam. Run that. Buzz. 54. Mike 54. No.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Down. 50, 70. Indy. 55. Target. Fight.
Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ready? 15, line it. 15 line. Block time. Tight end, weak them.
On second down now, it's Sanders, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's go, boys.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Come get some. Come get some.
Go.
Here, Willie.
Mike 52. Let's go, defense.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, let's get that ball. Yeah, let's get that ball right here.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Osweiler. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Ready
The
up.
line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Smith. Get it.
Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Kill. Alert. 61. Matchbox lights.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down. That's the end of the first.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
No. Joker.
80.
To throw is Rosen. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Hey, Team 6. My 55.
Now they'll throw it with Osweiler. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42.
It's a gain of 20.
Come on,
We always admire guys with arm strength, don't we? Whether it's misplaced or not at times. But when you throw a comeback route, you have to have arm strength to complete it, and Brock Osweiler just showed it off.
Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's a gain of
Adams in his second year in the league. Last season, a little bit of a surprise. Didn't get the starting role until the midway point of the season, and then actually would lead the Eagles on the ground with 511 yards rushing. Of course, it was a bit of a tough season for Philadelphia. 28th overall rushing the football in the NFL. Once more, Adams on first down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, echo.
52. Watch the
Go.
52's the light. Here we go. D all day. D.
Deep grip. Deep grip.
On second down, it's Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, Zoo. Snap.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The play fake to Balaj. Now Rosen. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Mike's by 4. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 50. Name on that. 54. In your face.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Going deep here for Stills. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Ready, ready. 70, Indy.
They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So following the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 25.
Back two, the Mike. Mike back two. Mike back two.
Now.
Back and go full strip. 52, go.
Now Osweiler. The Santos has got it complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Go! 15 line. 15 line. Hey, Delta!
Throwing again, Osweiler. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down.
Mike spot 80. Mike spot 4.
Hey, wahoo!
Watch the screen.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Rosen. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. They only needed a few inches there on second, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure with their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the first down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Monday.
Shit. Check 3.
He's coming.
Balaj. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal, give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this...
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And the return will stop right around the 25. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
54. It's our time. It's our time. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Hey, alert, alert.
Tighten up, tighten up. Tighten up.
Monday.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Rosen escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. Complete to Mike Gesicki. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sanders' kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Tie that left, tie that left. Three down.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, fellas.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Hey, Alpha.
55. Check, 55. Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. And that is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And now it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The punt team on now as from their end zone they get it away. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10.
Quarter. Tight dog. Middle.
Now Balaj. That one 28 yards on the ground. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
SOS. 36.
Check 13.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Crunch time, defense.
It's complete. Stills. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Let's go. Watch the safety creep. Monday. Alert. Hey, Charlie.
Mike 54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Here's Rosen. Fletcher comes and down goes Rosen. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there. And that is, you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 2nd and 7, Osweiler eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side is taken in by Stewart. And Stewart lost the football. It's loose.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
55 mark, again.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for him, too.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
From the 17, Osweiler stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Hey, Orbit.
So we got man. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
Go.
Throwing, Osweiler to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The target there, Mac Hollins. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Hey, 2.
Mark 55, Mark 55.
We own them. We own them. Hey, check Mike. Watch it, 5. We got it. Ready?
Now it's Osweiler. Forced out to his left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
4 down. Kill.
Protein spill. Hey, exit.
Here's Osweiler. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
I got you, son. Mike's 50.
Hey, high 7.
Let's go.
And now it's Rosen looking. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Hug. Hey, Haywood.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Yeah, that's what I do.
3rd and long here for Rosen. It's complete to Grant. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Check it back.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That's it, baby.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Six guys. Check six. Hug. Monday. Hey, Delta. Mike's 54.
Three bud. Right there, 54.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Going deep here for Stills. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ready? 70. Indy. 55. He don't know no better.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here I come again. Mike 55.
Now Osweiler on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
A gain of 27 on the play. And an Eagle first down.
Let's go.
Osweiler now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On first down, this is Adams. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
All day, dog.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
You ain't going nowhere.
55's Mike, dog. 55.
Hey! Come on now. Hey, Alpha.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Osweiler. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Mac Hollins the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot, and that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Here we go. Get it.
On third down, Osweiler. Ertz has it left side. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Osweiler. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
X3, 218, chop. 5.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
My 55, my 55.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
55, my God, 55. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
55.
Here's Osweiler. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Cooper Kupp, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. And
the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
The Dolphins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Hey, Orville.
Get the ball.
Rosen to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go. Check 43. Alert.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Mason Foster. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Philadelphia, the win is their 8th on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Pieces in cups. We had them both here, and we were like, why not?
Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Watch twist.
They'll run it with Bell. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Bell, of course, three-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving.
It's our time. It's our time. Mark 55. Mark 50. Red 80. I got you.
On 2nd and 1, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Take Carradine, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Easy work. It's easy work. It's coming again.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Red 80.
Darnold from the gun. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Mike 55. Mike.
Hey, Mike 7.
Mike 7.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
52, right 52. I got one. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike's 582.
A first down throw, Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football.